Welcome to the first session in our Goalkeeping for Beginners course. In this session, we're going to be looking at the basics of catching the ball. We're going to introduce two types of catches, which we'll call the W shape and the basket. Before we get into those, we need to look at our starting position or our set position. This is the position we will be in as goalkeepers as we get ready for the ball coming towards us. So what should it look like? We want our feet to be around shoulder width apart, our knees slightly bent. We want our head to be slightly forward above our feet, and then our weight is towards the front of our feet, ready for us to be able to move quickly. Lastly, we want our hands out slightly in front of us and elbows about shoulder width apart. It's really important that we're balanced and ready to react to the ball. We don't want to be too far forward or crouched, and we don't want to be too far backwards, just nice and balanced. Now that we have that starting position, let's look at the techniques we're going to be using. The first type of catch we'll be using today is the W shape. This is when the ball is coming to us at around chest height or higher. We're looking for our hands to form a W shape at the back of the ball. Our thumbs are close together and our fingers are spread apart around the side of the ball. A common mistake can be not keeping our thumbs close together, which can result in the ball slipping through our hands. Now, when performing this catch, we want to be able to watch the ball all the way into our hands. We don't want to be turning our head away from the ball. We want to let the ball come to us rather than pushing our hands towards the ball, as that's likely to result in the ball bouncing out of our hands. So from our starting position, it's a case of hands up into position for where the ball is going to arrive and let the ball come into the hands. Our elbows aren't too close together or too wide apart, just around shoulder width again. If there are two of you, you can practice this at home by simply passing the ball back and forwards between you. Start slowly so that you can get used to the technique. An alternative way to practice just the catching part of this in the house is to lie on the floor, throw the ball up in the air and catch it on the way back down. Just get used to that feeling of the ball coming to your hands safely and securely. Okay, our second catch is the basket catch. This is the one we use when the ball is coming to us lower down. We get into our starting position again, and then as the ball comes towards us, we look to bring it in towards our body and keep hold of it. Just like the W catch, it's important to watch the ball all the way into your arms. You don't want your arms to be too stiff or to move quickly at the ball. You're looking to try to cushion it into your arms and body so it doesn't bounce back out. Again, this can be easily practiced at home in pairs by gently passing the ball back and forwards and focusing on safely bringing it in towards you. Once you get the opportunity, you can put this all into practice outside. Get into your starting position, have someone feed the ball towards you, start with some W-shaped catches, then some basket catches, and then mix it up so that you're making the decision based on how high the ball is when it gets to you. Practice being ready to use whichever catch is best suited to the situation, and as you get more confident, you can start getting the ball fed towards you more quickly. Make it more challenging as you go. The more you can practice this, the better. In some of the later sessions in this course, we'll start to look at having to move our feet to get across to the ball to make these catches. But the first step is just getting that catching technique right, with the ball coming straight towards us. So get practicing and come and watch the other videos in our Goalkeeping for Beginners playlist.